Hello guys, welcome to another session of our Papal campaign. In the last session we started a little colonial empire going to Egypt, well, through Egypt to Madagascar, Gaza, not that Gaza, and Jambi over here, which Jambi was so enthusiastic they even approved our color. And just our color as their flag, which is always interesting to see. We have also been consolidating a bit after unification, so it was going a bit slower. But the question now is, where do we focus now? We could continue grabbing little unrecognized powers here and there, which would be a decent source of territory, because AI usually is pretty bad at going for them. Can I get like a lucky break just one time? I think this is going to be fine. Could go for Zanzibar in particular, or maybe something in the Ethiopia region as well. Those are some okay states, or maybe even Arabia. But then I think it's going to time to take the Holy Land for the Holy See, as they say, and because the Ottomans are not that strong, the issue is, oh my god, they guarantee independence of a lot of people for some reason. And wait, actually they don't have alliance with anyone. The issue is we wouldn't have a direct land border. Maybe that's something to think about. Do I want to maybe like take Hejaz for myself? If I could decrease autonomy of Egypt, eventually I could have them go at it. But this is definitely something to think about. But for now, I think I will just go into the Ethiopia region. And also, we have a free interest, so let's go for it. Start standing up. Really doesn't cost as much for me yet. And you guys have silver as well, so let's make sure this is removed. And if you defend yourself, you will pay reparations. I don't think there's unfortunately an easy way to consolidate your subjects into singular states, but that's something to worry about later, I suppose. Yeah, so to defeat the Ottomans, we would have to not only have significantly bigger army, but navy as well. Oh, well! Talking about stuff, seems like the Ottomans are already wanting to join in on the fun. Which is a bit earlier than I hoped, actually. Considering that right now they do have a bigger military. I'm not sure. Well, I assume they have line infantry. They have skirmish infantry, which is better than what we have. So that's actually not ideal. And what's their fleet? Their fleet, I assume at least, is man-o-wars and frigates. So our navy... Well, we can just defend ourselves with our navy, I'm pretty sure. Because the AI... Oh! Hopefully you guys are not hearing this, but my neighbors are having good fun with drills. I don't think it's that loud, luckily. So let's think about... Did they actually guarantee the them and I just didn't pay any attention? That's possible. Yes. Should have gone for this one. And they would have joined because of the defensive pact. Well, not too much of a problem. Yeah, the AI is probably not going to unite their fleets into one, so we can probably be fairly certain that we will be able to defend ourselves. Another round of drilling. You guys might only be able to hear it when I'm speaking. Or maybe not at all, which would be ideal. Let's get a few more ships here and there. Yeah, do I want to actually push through it and somehow try to win this? It's a good question. The problem is there's just a long way to get to over here. Though on the other hand, AI is usually pretty bad, so if I can just split maybe few ships with a few units and maybe try to do a naval landing. I don't think the Ottomans are going to support them. At least not directly before I land, and once I land I will control the entire state, so it's not going to matter either way. The Brits are fighting here again and they're winning. Russia just cannot catch a break. Accumulate Great Britain. Well, good luck to you. Russia is not having a great game as well. So, what am I building right now? Maybe let's prioritize the naval bases. Just so I have a few ships more than I need to defend ourselves, and maybe we will be able to make something out of it. Yeah, because all of those are more protectorates, so they are not going to be joining in this war anyway. Advance. Okay, well, that's a nice change of pace to actually get a win of some kind. Yeah, the Ottoman AI is not doing anything, just being annoying. Let's prepare. I mean, dragoons are better than line infantry, I assume. I can just cavalry. I can just upgrade. Artillery, I assume as well. They have 30-20. Not that much of a difference. They're actually trying to make a naval landing in Rome. God, the AI. Yeah, I don't think you guys have the navy for it. Whoa. Well, that happened. Yeah, we are contesting the seas. And I mean, frankly, 26k is not even that much, to be honest. You guys are going to be fighting or something? Anytime soon? I'm actually not sure what's going on. Yeah, we need to tech up when it comes to military. Though I need... King would be really nice. Wait, first thing we need is more universities. At least up to cap. Let's make sure there's at least one in every state. And then focus more on like Lazio and Calabria. Why not? It's a bit of an overkill, but it's going to be fine. You guys, okay, now you guys fighting and the Ottomans are losing, which is perfect. We're actually fighting 2 battles here, and we're winning both of them. We actually have won this battle, which is good, because naval battles often end in kind of weird draws, and it can just be draw after draw after draw in battles, kind of weird way. Okay, so we actually won both of those. And another one. Can I just please get some actual wins on the laws? Well, we are destroying their navy. Though I'm not sure if we'll have enough time to get anything out of this war. We might have to be forced to just take a white piece. Okay, now they are withdrawing. We can get a bit more artillery, so I guess we can take this. Not really that important. Let's separate a small fleet. Let's separate a small stack of troops with cruel offensive plan. That's a pretty decent guy, I think. Second Papal Army. I can't wait to make a naval landing at Basra at some point and invade the Ottomans, the Ottoman Empire through Iraq. That always works out great. Works out great by the, like, third time. Yeah. Funny that the infantry just walks across like this and the navy has to go all the way around. I'm actually fine trading with Russia, though we are not really building ports, so it's going to be a bit of an issue. But generally speaking, I think it should be fine. Maybe I would want another admiral here. A dockyard guy sounds nice. Yeah, we're still defending. Politician die. I'm not sure which interest group he was, which is usually the most important question. Royal folk are still angry about this whole colonial affairs thing. Yeah, if we manage to grab the power block thing for food, the food standards, with the powerful be fruitful and multiply, it's doubled because of the clergy being over 20%. Oh, we are losing. Wait. Ah! Well, this was a bit of a problem. Luckily, it's solved now. It's actually kind of impressive we were winning some battles against them. We had basically no training. So no wonder they eventually managed to weather us down. Should be regaining a fair amount of troops. Or maybe not, we shall see. Either way, I'm pretty sure they shouldn't be able to make landing. They do have skirmish infantry, and maybe I should start thinking about upgrading. Okay, it's fine. So I almost screwed myself, but luckily almost is good enough for the most part. Yeah, you guys need the general. Actually, this guy doesn't sound too bad. You guys are doing something here? Yeah, if I make a landing here, that should help things out quite a bit. And then actually... Yeah, the Ottomans actually should just eventually get out. There's no war goals against them and they don't have any of their own. So this really is not a problem, actually. Sure, I guess I will help you guys out. When are we trying to land? Well, in the same place as before. I guess I could get some ammunition going. Ammunition uses explosives and lead. Where are my lead mines? Of course, it's in Sardinia Pimo. Literally in Sardinia Pimo. And a little bit in Savoy. Good thing I have Savoy, actually, because of this. This is a fair amount of lead that I will have access to. Let's get some industry started on Sardinia now that I think about it. Some events, gifts among friends. So I could get this guy out, but he's fine for the most part. Let's make them like me more. It's always pretty good. We are defending. Those guys are getting even more support, but doesn't really matter. And I really don't want to piece off the rural folk anymore, so that's fine. And are you guys doing something or what's going on? Are you just stuck? What's going on there? Another stall. This is pretty amazing, right? Like I know it always feels that you get not the percentages exactly. Well, 20% stall is not that high, but then again, I got stalls when I had 30% success, and I didn't get a single success on the no healthcare law. So I guess it can happen both ways. Oh, they just got transparent for some reason, and I think they're just gonna stay that way for some time. The Ottomans are trying again. They killed all of their people trying to land here. And finally they gave up. Okay, we are trying to make a landing and... I really hope you guys are not hearing the drilling. I don't think you should... I think you just hear it when I'm talking, which is not ideal. But, what can you do? Seems some of my neighbors really have a passion for drilling. I don't think they're even renovating or anything, they're just drilling all the time. And their Russians failed again in Circassia. Oh, are you guys no longer going to be transparent? Okay. For some reason I had one of the generals be transparent one time, so I'm not sure what that means. So we got this, so I think it's pretty much game over for them. Yeah, good luck invading Rome. The Catholics are defending themselves. Finland's debt is being absolved by France. That's interesting dynamic. I think I should work a bit harder on those munition plants, at least some of them. Yeah, universities are very important. We should... Yeah, I mean, honestly, having education is fine. We do need religious schools. But getting a dedicated police force would be also pretty nice. Actually, it would be pretty easy, so this is going to be the next priority after this. We will need a lot more bureaucracy, unfortunately. We get a Wallachian revolt with very interesting borders. Oh my god, game, why would you do this? Let's get a bit more administration. I don't think we have any tax problems, so that should be fine. Let's just get where there's most people. Oh wow, I have a ton of money, I guess. Which means I need more construction sectors, basically. This might not even be overkill. Yeah, the economy should be increasing. Not super fast, but with decent pace. We do have a fair amount of peasants still, though it's not that many. Our population in general is not that high. And the increase rate is, well, not staggering. Do I just go for Warsagali now? Okay, well, I learned my lesson. Galeti is open for business, I suppose. Current independence. Okay, maybe the AIs have learned that everything needs to be guaranteed in order for other people not to go for it. Yeah, places in this area I don't think are worth it at this point. So maybe we'll try to sneak in Galadi. As a final... Well, there's still plenty of places I could just sneak in. Those guys joined the French power bloc, and they're not even a puppet, which is interesting. That usually doesn't happen. Those guys are allied with each other. This is... Oh no, this is a tributary to this state. That's kind of rare. Hedges is independent and allied to people around him. And we have truce because of the Egyptian war. Yeah, so let's go for Galadi. Or do I want to continue expanding in this direction? I could actually consider just feeding Jambi, because unfortunately each new protectorate costs me a little bit in influence. So it's not necessarily ideal. Good question. There's a lot of stuff I could gobble in here. Even Java. The Java is a bit stronger than the others. Let's go for Galati, I suppose. Gaza might join on their side. You're my protectorate! Ethiopia will like them a bit more. They have a decent army and probably they're... Yeah, I'm still afraid of their general. Okay, change of plans. I mean, I could in the future just annex stuff and grant them to Jambi. It's going to be a bit annoying. That's... really annoying. There's no way to just go for war directly to give land to your subjects. I think they're planning to do something like that, but it's not really anywhere close to done. If Aceh would have joined as well, that would be pretty nice. Doesn't seem like there's anyone threatening, willing to join, so let's go for it. Quick war. Back home before Christmas. Maybe ban slavery, because, of course. I think some of those places in our power blocks still have slavery, because I forgot. Yeah, like slavery. Okay, in most places at least it's banned. Jambi? That's slavery. Well, it's a work in progress. We are trying to fix stuff, but you know, you cannot always do it immediately. Okay, let's prepare a landing force. Got a event. Colonial first. I guess weakening radicalism is a priority because they're going to pretty much fall once the colonial exploitation thing is over. And the British Raj is fighting... Wait, who's on whose side? Yeah, British Raj is fighting the Brits again. But I think every time the Raj is losing. Yeah, the vassals, the subject wars do not always work perfectly, unfortunately, the current version of Wiki. Have you seen in the Brazilian playthrough where Argentina was joining against UK, and in the end they were staying in the UK power block because they were running out of war exhaustion faster than Great Britain, even though there was no occupation. More occupation going on for Great Britain, if anything. I think people... This guy is trying to come in again. Sure, I don't want a piece of intelligence even more. Trieste is... I mean, Trieste is Italian. Well, papal. Definitely, so I guess that's fine. So now we are able to colonize somewhat. The problem is all of those places actually have malaria, if I recall correctly. But still we will want to work on it. But first let's switch to the get police force. So I need armed forces, petite bourgeoisie. Well, we could maybe create a Frankenstein government again. Well, definitely will need the curia, I think. Could try to get industrialists out. Intelligentsia? Okay, it's actually pretty decent, 50%. And nobility is not even going to be that pissed off. I could even try to get them in the government, which is just barely not going to work out. Okay, let's try this. No, they're going to oppose it if they're in the government, for sure. Wait, what am I thinking? I need to do it like this. And like this, and then we shall see. Oh my god. People want homesteading again. Well, fine, good luck. Wait. Burma joined them. I mean, it's fine. They might hop in, but I think it's going to be fine. Yeah, it's 2 states, so once I capture one state, they might join to support the other one, but 44k, it should be fine. It's line infantry, actually. We are really behind on military tech. I really need to start working on it, but on the other hand, it's really not that much of a... Los Altos. No. Really not that much of a priority. And this will be actually kind of nice. We can have skirmish infantry in that case, so... Right now it's more of a problem of not having enough ammunition production, if anything. So we could actually maybe... those guys are all upgraded, so let's upgrade those guys as well. Oh yeah, munitions require explosives. That makes sense. Let's get 2 on Sardinia as well. Can I make a... okay, yeah, this is good. There's no peasants left in Sardinia, but I think they should be coming. Get a few in Campania as well. And here... oh, it's just a colonial fight. Yeah, I don't have king, so I cannot colonize anywhere around there. Got a new company, which I think will be the iron mine. Pretty much we just need mines. This one is... well... I think we're going to be mostly building mines for a while. Now I'm still kind of adjusting the market, but after that it's going to be huge focus on mines, I think. There's not that many to be built anyways. And okay, this is going to be really fast actually. Those guys might not even have time to show up. Yeah, even their army does not have a time to show up. Well, they are trying. 30 days. Yep, the AI failed again, looks like. It's done. Okay, we are expanding over here. How much has Egypt been part of our... yeah, we can impose state religion. So let's take a look-see. It's Overlord, okay. So I can only do it on Egypt. Currently we have 79 cohesion. So let's try to enforce it. It's going to be a whole bunch of Catholic appearing everywhere there. 6. Marina doesn't like me, so it's lowering cohesion a little bit. Oh, it's just -7 and it just goes right back to the target? So it's really not costing me anything. And now they're just Catholic, so they like me more. They do have some Catholics. And depending on their laws... yeah, they have freedom of conscience. That's a problem, actually. So, because of this, a lot of people are not being oppressed because of their religion, which means they're not being converted. So, in order to do something about this, I think we'll need to get this. Yeah, impose same church and state law on block members. Though hopefully it's going to be actually imposed, as in it's going to happen instantly. Otherwise it's... I'm not sure it's going to be very effective. But we shall see. And the next priority most likely is going to be taking the education principle, so we can enforce religious schools, because that's going to be huge when it comes to getting people to actually convert. Though they also get bonus, yeah, to conversion from just religious convocation. Yeah, with freedom of thought, they're not going to be discriminated against. So, well, we aren't going to be gaining mandates very slowly. And we need to speed this up by getting actually someone like Spain. Or Portugal even. Well, Portugal actually is pretty weak. Portugal doesn't really matter. I want to get someone in the power block who actually... Is there any chance we can get Spain in? If I really focus on sucking up to them, maybe. Let's make some people happy. I think someone wanted me to oppose. Yeah. Switzerland. Could I possibly get Switzerland in? They are a minor power. They are Protestants, so they would be... They do have a fair amount of Catholics, actually. So either way. And we actually have no leverage over them. Wait, what? Do they have no interest in this region? That's possible. Yeah, okay. Let's fix that. Okay, I lost a whole bunch. I guess when my navy was dying, I lost a whole bunch of interests. Let's get a bunch of them around the place. Fine. This is done. Yeah, because we need to get those principles going a bit more effectively. So Switzerland is a possible target. The unfortunate thing, Ethiopia would actually be giving me a bonus at least. So Ethiopia is an interesting target. Yeah, if we get Spain or Switzerland in, it'd be also pretty nice. For some reason they like me, and well, Spain is a bigger priority. And oh yeah, I don't have enough to maintain, so let's rival, well, Ottomans for sure. Now let's get Switzerland then. I honestly wouldn't even mind some investment deal with those people. Not sure if they would want them. France would be more than happy, of course. Russia. Switzerland would... Yeah, Spain and Switzerland. How much money am I making in my investment pool? I don't think it's that much. It's not that much, and I don't think there's a way to actually check how much other people are making. They would even grant me one-way investment rights, which I think would be pretty nice. Plus 200 leverage. It's the same amount of leverage, right? It's actually more leverage to grant someone. The one way is actually more leverage because it gives, okay, it gives leverage two ways. For Spain. Okay. Oh, I see. It does make some sense, I suppose. Trade agreement. I could have trade agreement with you guys, but you guys don't want it. Sure. So let's see. We are gaining leverage. We are going to be getting up there for both of those. Yeah, definitely we're trying to make them like us more. And maybe something will work out. We're really not needing this. Not support independence. Alliance. I mean, if Spain wanted alliance, I'd be open to this. They already have one, unfortunately. Absolve. I have an obligation to Korea? Sure. Yeah, I can guarantee independence because that's pretty much free. Just you spend influence for more leverage. Do I want this? Yeah, I'm kind of worried about doing this too much, especially, for example, in Switzerland. Who knows? I assume they don't have any peasants left. And they actually have a lot of peasants. Okay, let's try it. I mean, worst case scenario, I can just remove it or retake my investments. So let's try it. And they will like me more, both of them. A bit more private investments in Italy is not going to be that bad either. Okay, now leverage we should be gaining quite a bit. Still. They do like me, they have It's community primary culture. Yeah, that's a bit of a problem we have currently. That's a lot of people who wouldn't want better cultural laws. Racial segregation is quite far away. How is Switzerland doing? Maybe we're actually almost there with Switzerland. Once we get the leverage a bit higher up, we can start maybe funding them and see if I will be able to do something with that. Are you guys going to give up or what? Wait, what? Oh, they actually decided to become... Oh god, I hate this. Can I make a landing against them? I'm actually not sure, to be honest. Let's try. Yeah, I mean, it's understandable as a mechanic that powers can become puppets as a way to help wars, but the way it interacts with war goals and so on, it's very annoying, and that's what I don't like. Sure, strengthening intelligentsia, why not? Strengthening intelligentsia might weaken some other interest groups, which is not too bad, possibly. We can make those guys like me a bit more, to help with the police force, though it seems to be going decently well. I'm not building enough stuff, looks like. So let's take a quick look at the market. We should have a fair amount of mission plantations, but I think there's just not enough people in Sardinia currently. Which is fair enough. I could maybe try to focus a few automation methods over here. Not sure if there's enough transportation. Just to get a few more people working. Let's see, I think in tools. Now maybe a few more people work. Oh, of course, now that I said that it has been working well, I got a stall. But that's a decent kind of stall, so that's fine. Let's see, can I get a few more people working? Really not that many, just Sardinia doesn't have that many people in the first place, though I assume they might even be getting some migration, yeah. There's just a lot of people, a lot of free jobs. Yeah, so we do need more ammunition in some other place as well, which is going to hurt their industry, but it has to be fine. Let's take a quick look around railways. Maybe a few more ports, actually. Places with the most peasants. Yeah, because I feel like I could trade a bit more. I will actually have to redo my trade. We are trying... I'm not sure if I can do this landing. It seems to be very even for the time being. No, actually, eventually I will get this because I control the war goals. Just going to be very slow, so maybe better to at least try this landing. Seems like we should win this one, and maybe I will be able to recover my numbers quicker. Right, even mobilization. Oh yeah, that's not great as well. It's surprising how close we are getting on leverage on Spain. It's easier than I expected, to be honest. And Switzerland as well. I wasn't expecting it's going to happen that quickly, but we really do need this. We also need this education and this institutions. Let's start working on those. So strengthening church while we still have the Catholic healthcare. Well, not Catholic, just the church healthcare. It is not ideal, but what can you do? We are going for a second battle here. I actually wasn't sure we will be able to push here, but I suppose they do have a fair... Well, did we lose? Yeah, we lost actually, in the end. It must have been very close. Yeah, so we might lose, but even if we lose overall, we are at least causing casualties, which should speed up the losing war support. That's actually fine, even if we don't make this landing, though maybe we will. Seems like we're having a bit more success right now. And getting all of this stuff done. Yeah, we did this. Nice. All of this to get really tiny amount of land, but well, almost 1 million people. Almost 1 million more Catholics. Okay, I think we should really start working. Oh my god, they allied Austria-Hungary. Which, when you think about it, it's not the worst thing to happen, because we, like, Austria-Hungary is the first GP we really want to fight. To reclaim our, well, get our claims. It would be a fair amount of land. Some really good states as well. Even Istria is pretty decent. It's the best, Croatia and Istria are the best coastal states Austria-Hungary proper has. Well, the Venetia is coastal as well, I suppose. Yeah, that is just a bunch of good states. But for that we would really need to get some better technology. How's our... It's still way under the cap we have currently, so we need to work on this. Let's get this, why not? Did they get all of the universities? Yeah, it's all the universities, so I actually still need more. Let's get like up to 10. Oh, 11, why not? I just clicked it. And maybe 10 in Campania as well. By having 250 construction, things are not getting done as quickly as I would like. We still are not even getting to focus on the mines, which I would really want to be working on, because we have companies for those. Coal is very cheap. Somewhat surprisingly, to be honest. We are number 3 producer of coal already. We are using less of it than I honestly thought we would. Yeah, definitely want to get at least few in those places that don't have anything going. They have at least some industry going on. Actually, everyone definitely will need a 10. I'm actually thinking about just maxing out all the coal mines already, which I'm pretty close already. So I'm not going to be having that much coal with the current setup. Still probably not going to be enough universities. I kind of want to get Guinea to at least be able to start working on my colonies. Not that it's going to be that important. Unless I actually go to war against Portugal. Yeah, because you can see Great Britain already cut off Zanzibar. I could start working over here. In the south as well. We got a new guy on stability, and this guy is an authoritarian, which doesn't help us in any way. And the armed forces are positivist, not really useful. Actually, let me take a look at all of those. Land reformer. So actually, land reform would be fairly easy. But it's going to take it. Oh yeah, we can change the guy on the clergy, which is a really nice event you can get. You can just... And now we got a jingoist, which is interesting. If I could only get mass conscription, I would have pretty significant support for it. Let's see, what tech do I need to get? It's not that far away. Do I take Kinin no matter what? Or do I focus military already? It's a good question. Okay, this is really nice. We are weakening the landowners and also are getting a decent institution for a change. And to support this institution we will need... Oh my god. Yeah, well, now we are at the cap. Still want a few more universities is not going to be a problem, but I hate forgetting stuff like that. I guess didn't pay attention when the tech pop-up showed up. Few more of those to get the institutions going. Yeah, we do need Kinin to even start colonizing in this area. Okay, I will get Kinin and then we are focusing on military for quite a while. Maybe I will manage to get enlistment offices before the next clergy guy steps down, which happens quite regularly. We got better institutions, that's good. Seems like we could overtake some people in prestige. Yeah, we could overtake Russia and Russia fairly easily. Don't really care about this one. Eventually we kind of want to do this. Not sure when though. Whaling station. Oh yeah, that's somewhere in our market. Just getting quite bigger than ourselves, really. Paper is becoming a bit of a problem, but that's... Yeah, we can solve it when it comes to it. Definitely lowering the price of iron and coal is very important for all the other industries. Getting a bit more paper is really not a problem. Making cheap construction is really, really good. How are we doing on this investment with Spain and Switzerland? Well, we're not building much, but at the same time they're not building much either, so that's fine. We are not... Okay, we're pretty much at max leverage. We're gaining a bit more over Switzerland. So let's try... I think if we bankroll it gives us immediately, like plus 200. And it's fairly cheap actually, so we could do it. Fund lobbies as well. Okay, we can afford it. So let's focus on Switzerland first, because I think they will be much easier to get done first. Do you guys want to... They would not accept. We will give you an obligation. It's so close actually. Maybe I can just get any trade with them and then... What do you guys need? Anything you guys need? Not this. Switzerland. Probably not need Ghana. They might need just some basic resources, to be honest. Tools. Everyone needs tools, not you. Tobacco. You guys don't really want tobacco. Sulfur? Then, do you guys have everything? You guys don't have guns, apparently. Well, out of all the things. Probably paper is not going to be having a good price. Yep, ships. Somehow ships would not be very profitable in Switzerland, who would have thought. Okay, cloves, liquor, lead. I'm surprised they really don't have a problem with just basic resources. Which, apparently you guys could use some grain. Which is interesting because grain is really not being produced massively in Italy itself. Fertilizer. Okay, I guess fabric. We are using a bit less fabric now that we are switching to the next construction method. Clothes, sure. Well, with this they might accept the trade deal, maybe. Yes, nice. So let's see, are we going for 200? We're going very close to 200, and I think it's going to increase even more as we found the lobbies. Maybe. Would be even there if we just didn't discriminate them. And we are discriminating almost everyone, unfortunately. Okay, so I think there's going to be another pass, so thank you guys for watching another session. And yeah, next time we'll be continuing to prepare our, well, the 9th Crusade, I think. There was 8, if I recall. Well, depending how you count, there was a lot of smaller ones, if I recall. But yeah, GG, we are switching to military, and we're continuing this kind of a bit more aggressive military campaign this time. Yeah, see ya.